why I was confused when I
Oh
went
god,
in
where
there.
did the cams go? There they go. Took a minute to buffer it.
It's kind of cool how they popped up like the Brady Bunch.
Like, oh yeah.
Not
Yeah,
like
we
the
all
Brady
we
Bunch,
all
what the
popped
fuck?
up. We all popped up like the Brady Bunch. That was really funny. Um, Hi, happy time zone, and welcome back to Roll for Talk Size, the podcast thing where we reflect on the bad choices we've made along this journey. Which I feel is an accurate. I feel like that's accurate.
Look, it'll be okay.
Why just the
So,
bad though?
I mean, it is what it is. As always, I am Sushi or Brie, and I play Stella, the halfling druid rogue.
I am Dominic. I play the chaotic Kuzuie, Kenku Bard. All lovable, all mischievous, willing to pimp out the rest of her party for money.
Joe.
Yeah, well, I'm the dungeon master. I make the world. I control the narrative. I guess. We've got to give you choices. I don't know.
And then Ben's over there, but he doesn't have his cam because it's not working.
Lame.
Is he even here?
He's muted.
I see that.
Alright, so Chris?
Hi, I'm Chris. I'm also Sven, the dumb barbar, as people love to remind me.
Barbar Gober.
And last but not least,
I am Tyler. I also play Zeyolah, and I am the paladin.
noise. Unfortunately today we don't have Matt who plays Talibah with us. He got stuck at work. So it's just gonna be the 6 of us instead of the 7 of us. But we're still gonna have fun. Let me turn my music down a little bit. Alright, there we go.
Having music on your stream? How dare you?
Listen, Dave recommended this new playlist, and the music is really, really good. So I've just been listening to that. Also, Chris, thank you for that Prime resub. We're almost at our Twitch, baby. Okay, so a lot has happened since the last podcast. Oh, Ben, do you want to introduce yourself now?
I talk enough as it is. I think we're good.
Okay, well that's Ben. He plays Sheila, the half orc monk.
Sorry about the late intro.
Oh no, you're fine. Okay, so the last time we had a conversation, well, since then we finished the tomb. Finally, because I think the last time we did this was after Fav left.
It was the
Yeah. I was the session afterward.
yeah, the session afterward would be the last one.
Yeah. So.
Because the same session that ended. Oh, actually no, it was 2 weeks. So Sheila only got 2 weeks of the original leg of the campaign.
Yeah.
And those 2 weeks was that time, and that first week was last podcast.
Yeah. So we got a lot to discuss. How do you guys feel since we finished the tomb?
Unsatisfied.
How so?
We didn't win.
What do you mean we
He's
didn't
still
win?
fucking with us. We stopped the curse, yes, that's one of the goals, but BBEG's still out there, and that kind of irritates me, because he's messing with us.
When
we
isn't there a
think he is.
BBEG out there?
No, ours. You're right, there's always another
He's
one.
talking about Easter Iraq.
Yeah, specifically him, because it appears that he's messing with us further. Which should irritate everybody. Damn you, Joe.
He's playing the long
He's
game.
gotta have something to work
He's
with,
playing
so.
the long game on us.
The long con.
Joe, if we didn't play that situation like that, would we have had a chance to beat him?
Yeah, you could have. If you had like all the tricksters, you would have had a very good chance of beating him. It's just half them got locked and the other half like the rest of the party didn't have him anymore for one reason or another.
That's valid.
So we only
It
had
also
the
doesn't
quarter.
help
was
that he
we had a
started
quarter
with
of
a
the
time
power we
stop.
could.
Whoa, one at a time, one at a time, one at a time. I heard Ben first, and then Chris, and then Tyler. So Ben, you go.
It didn't help that we were going into that fight a quarter of the power we could have had
Oh yeah.
in
I
term
forgot
in terms of the trickster gods, because there were 9 of them and there were 8 of us.
Yeah.
If you don't count the fact that not at one time.
I mean, the campaign was designed for 6 people altogether, so there was always going to be extra trickster gods regardless. It was never designed for 9.
Well, yeah, but still, we
'Cause
did not have the full length of power we
Because
could have.
we technically had 8 if you count Orvix, but then he decided to Leroy Jenkins and got himself killed. So we were close to having all 9 with the 8 if Orvix survived, but and if we didn't lose that at the end, because Sheila would have gotten, or we would have had the extra god because Sheila wouldn't have had one.
Something that could have helped, something that could have also helped is if you guys went to that mirror room, because there was about 4 different people that could have potentially helped you, who was trapped in the mirrors.
But that's if we would have broken it.
Yeah,
if you guys had, or you found the command phrase that you guys never found.
Yeah, and we would have risked letting out the doppelganger, and who knows what that would have done.
Of course, in hindsight, Joe told us that doppelganger had no violent intentions whatsoever.
Yeah. All right, Chris,
But-
what did you want to say?
I was gonna say that the trickster god's power was diminished mainly due to the drinking,
The feast.
unbeknownst to us.
The feast.
Unbeknownst to us,
We got
unfortunately.
Well, I don't think
We
it
got
was
too
necessarily
greedy.
that. I think it's the fact that those people
No,
who
it-
had them declined had double dipped. Tally,
No,
I
it
was
was
control.
literally
I
the
know.
alcohol.
Tyler.
No, it was literally
No,
the
it was-
alcohol.
Was it?
It was that and
Yeah.
some of the food. Because
No,
Stella
the
had the food
didn't-
and the alcohol, and she was duped. That's why hers was frozen. She had both.
No, it was just because of the alcohol. The alcohol was
wait.
the only thing that caused.
Yeah,
Yeah,
was,
that's right. That's true. Yeah, because Joe made it clear. He was like, "Are you sure you drank the alcohol?" We were like, "Yeah." Okay, you don't have your god anymore. I do remember that now.
Yeah.
What? You drank? Sinful. God renounces you.
I mean, those gods wouldn't give a shit about drinking, I'll be honest.
All right. I see how it is.
I have wine. I'm not drinking it though, but it's too early. It's too early. Tyler, what did you want to say on the subject?
I think what really just obliterated us is the first round was an immediate time stop and then 3 turns for him, which he used for, what was it, 3 delayed blast fireballs?
Too many.
Yeah, it was.
Which was an absolute ass ton of damage on the very first round before he even had a chance to move. And then we were also exhausted by the weird baby god of death fetus thing.
If we had all focused on that, we would have easily killed him and then potentially stood a chance. But even then,
It would have been real close because we were 2 or 3 levels of exhaustion each, wasn't it? Something like that.
No, there were some
Stella
people
had
that didn't.
3.
Yeah.
And
when we killed the when we killed the ethereal hags, you went down to 2.
Yeah, Stella had the most, and
Yeah.
no, she ended up having I think 3 or 4 by the time
You had 4 at most, and then
Yeah.
it went down because you were able to sleep properly, and then
Yeah.
we killed the hags, and then you slept properly.
Yeah, and then so she had 4 going into the fight with the hag, and then she went down to 3, and then when she rested, she was down to 2. Was I think
Yeah,
how
but
that
then
happened.
once we fought the baby gods, then they started ramping back up again.
Oh, that was
because of
due to
that
his
stupid
field.
whale.
Oh yeah, it was the whale.
Yep.
It was a legendary action.
And that was every turn, so it was like, it was lucky we got through that.
Fuck that enemy in particular.
Yeah,
The
that
dead
was
baby god.
bullshit.
Fuck that
Like,
shit, dude.
The enemy itself wasn't difficult, but that particular ability, bit much.
Oh, you could probably just mute me on
That-
Discord so that you don't get feedback, because that's what we did last time. Sorry. Got distracted.
No,
Any
if you guys,
any?
I mean, I was
Sorry.
just with that one thing. Sorry, if
No,
you
you're
guys
good.
had focused fire on the thing, it probably would have died within like 3 rounds. If you had all focused fire like one specific area,
Yeah.
and you thought exhaustion would have been nearly that bad.
Tyler, hydrate.
I see it.
But yeah, we can continue on.
No, I just wanted to do any final thoughts on the tomb before we move on.
May it burn in hell.
Other than the dead baby and Acer Eric, it was pretty cool.
The 9 hells to be exact.
No, ours. That one's worse.
All right. So moving on. So looking back on some of the VODs that I rewatched for note-taking purposes, I feel like there's becoming a running theme of across the group feeling lost and like the lack of trust because more the trust issue is becoming more like questioning the intentions, like when we had to bring those kids back to Port Anzaru. I feel like there was a lack of trust with intentions. Has anybody else noticed that? Because I feel like we're all a little bit on edge. Deservingly
We want to
so.
make sure that everything is going right.
I mean, even kids can be evil.
I mean, true.
Yeah, D&D, anything can happen, so questioning stuff is actually more beneficial than just going along with it, because
Blindly going along, yeah.
I mean, they
yeah,
don't.
if we just went along with it and it turns out, hey, those kids were evil and we just gave them the freaking crown of the place and they're gonna rule the place with an iron fist or something, it's just
Yeah, they're gonna rule one city. Cholt isn't what it used to be, according to Joe. There's no
but
longer
it's
the
still,
king. It's not the kingdom it once was. And yeah, I get the tyrant thought, but why not just take it for the face value that almost all of the tomb lied to our face, or at least
well,
it tried to, or it tried to.
that was specific to the tomb though.
Yeah, I know, but
And I
we were
feel-
in there a long time as players, not as characters, but as players. We were in there a long time. We spent what? How many months as out of character sessions wise? We got
Yeah.
used to being lied
Yeah, I was
to.
about to.
And I
We
feel
got-
like that's
Yeah.
where our characters are getting our trust issues, because the tomb fucked with us more than just the physical aspect, but the mental aspect as well. Because
And that's why we don't
many-
take anything at face value anymore.
Many of us, me, Stella, Fav, and Sven, we all had nightmares for a considerable amount of the tomb, and that really fucked with us.
I
on
only
a
had
di-
it for one night.
Okay, but still,
Yeah.
you still had it. Stella getting, the most of it. So I feel like that's where she's at. Like that's where her trust issues are coming, and that's why she's clinging to like the familiarity of like Astrid, and why she wants to talk to her mom so bad, because she knows that she can trust like the little things. It's a scary world.
And then there's Kuzuie that just goes along with everything because she's dumb.
She's scary dumb, though. That's the really terrifying part.
Turns out it was all scripted and Kuzuie was actually the bad guy all along.
Yeah. And I feel like the feeling lost. Like, we were in the tomb for so long, and it was like, well, now what? What do we do now? Where's our place in society? And that's why we had
Yeah, I
like
could
that's
see
why
that.
that's why we had like those awkward like first couple days after the tomb where we were like, I don't know what the fuck we're doing. Where do we want to go? What do we do? Trying to get some sort of familiarity, and I think that's why we put the importance on finding Uku and the girls. Was because we needed something normal after the hell we just got out of.
And appear to be walking back into.
Yep.
What's wrong with us?
We could have gone anywhere, and we went back to frickin' Schult.
Well, we had loose ends.
Well, if we
None
didn't
of us
go
were
to Chult,
satisfied.
we would have also not got the Cubs back either. So there was that, too.
Yeah.
I mean, y'all could have just dipped and went to fucking Boulder's Gate.
I think that's
And
why
what?
I think that's why she wants to find Kania so bad.
Last tie to Thev.
Yeah.
Start new. No one will know.
Honestly, I'm kind of I, I, I feel like we're gonna find Kania, or at least the saddle.
In the armor.
Yeah, we're not gonna find Kania herself. If we do,
Well, I
she's
don't know.
probably gonna
You
be.
finished that armor. That armor was made from T-Rex hide. That's
I
something.
I know, but still, you still have to think there's a wild creature and everything, and there's a bunch of different creatures out there. Who knows? She may have even become zombified.
True.
Mm,
I'm not trying to say that that's exactly what's going to happen because I don't know what Joe has planned, but we can't rule out the possibilities that we may not find her.
no, and it's not wise to think that we will find her alive. But there's nothing wrong with optimism. And plus,
Yeah, there's always a
it
chance.
is
That's
the
all
last
that,
tie to Avenant.
and that's why Stella's so desperate to find her. Like she's going on the she's running off of faith and hope right now that Kania is alive, and that they're gonna find her. And we'll get there when we get there. But like at this point, like that's her motivation to get it back is that her last bit of Thav is still there.
I mean, we had the book, which got melted. We
Mhm.
had the mall, which was taken.
Mhm.
We had him gone. We have his armor, which I think Zeyolah is wearing.
Not yet.
No, not my new armor. The
Oh,
one that
your old armor.
what's my old armor doing? I don't remember. I purposely wasn't there.
There was Stella had placed it
No.
and then did like a little
Yeah,
memorial thing for him
it's
there.
basically a shrine in the tomb.
Okay.
'Cause
Okay.
nobody
So
else
the
can carry
armor,
it.
the armor you purposely left on his final spot.
Yeah.
That there's nothing left but Kenia.
Yeah.
It's either out of our reach or not coming back. So, yeah, it's Kenia or bust until until we finally get down there, however long that takes.
Yep.
Plus, we have the end of a story that we want to reach, and we have what we've done up to this point, but we don't have anything in between. We have 10 levels till 20, and that's a long time. We have
Yep.
We do
no,
have to have
we have
Dad
no,
go murder.
We
We're
may
not-
not even
no.
reach level 20 before we go into the Nine Hells.
Exactly. But that's my point. Like, we don't even know when we're getting down there, if we're getting down there, what level will be.
We're still gonna have to try to find a way to get there.
Exactly. There's a lot to do. We're trying to write the end of a book we don't even have the middle for.
Yeah.
Well, I can probably say, Joe, can I? Just a little bit.
Don't be
DM
suspicious.
telepath.
Don't be suspicious. Don't be
Nah.
suspicious.
You can say
Dang
shrooms. Shroom related.
Shrooms.
Oh
Okay.
wow.
Just the shrooms. They
But
haven't killed him yet, so they must be
That's
okay.
close enough.
and Stella did
Well-
shrooms for the first time.
So I'm actually, that was unintentional.
Just the whole like.
The flicking the mushroom was intentional, but you eating the mushroom, that was unintentional.
I mean, at this point, I just spit. That was gross. At this point, she's like, "What do I have left to lose? Fuck it, let's be reckless.
I mean, that's one way to
Let's
look
be
at it.
reckless a little bit." 'Cause
I'm gonna do some sketchy
sin-
shit.
Since somebody just ate the weed.
Shut up.
I'm still convinced that we're running shrooms the wrong way. No offense, Joe, but trip drugs make you stay up longer. In fact, they make you lose sleep.
You're assuming these are ordinary shrooms at this point.
I'm aware, and D&D laws don't apply to real life, and I get
You
that.
assume that they're shrooms, and you assume that they act like the shrooms that we have here in the real
That
life.
I
That's the other
just-
thing that
I
annoys
just
me is
acknowledge
nobody can figure out what those things are.
I mean,
Well, Sven
Sven
actually
knows.
does know now.
Yeah, but you
I just can't say anything. I can't say anything.
I mean, if
We've
you
had,
remember,
like, 10 people look at them things, and nobody knows what they are.
Brent knows they weren't natural.
That
That was
much
why
you
we,
got.
that way we actually partially succeeded.
Was a fucking tree. Nice.
Yeah, if the tree doesn't know it, then we're really fucked.
And before the shrooms are the key to everything.
They might just be.
You want to go to the 9 hells? Overdose on these shrooms I found.
I feel like
Yeah,
I just
trip
shared
your
a
way
little
there.
too much, didn't I, Joe?
Trip your way to the 9 hells.
All
Let's
right,
go.
before Chris gets his ass kicked by Joe, let's move on to the
I never said anything directly.
to the you alluded, and I don't want you to get your ass kicked or Sven to be targeted by every freaking big bad thing there is out there.
Sven gets hypnotized by like 7 different
No,
enemies.
just forget everything.
So let's talk about Tavin and the revelation. I say that loosely, that we / me came to about the hag and Aesorerak and Tavin's body / soul.
Being used like a puppet.
Yeah, that's some shit. For a reminder,
And thoroughly kicking their asses.
the big brain idea that I had. Let me pull it up so I know it correctly. I specifically have this all in red. It says big brain moment. Dom can vouch that it's right there.
Mm-hmm.
The theory that we came across was that the hag took Tavern. Oh my god, Tavin, and Aesorerak killed him and took his soul to put in the fucking armor. And Zeyolah knows that he's not completely dead and that we're gonna be seeing him for a while, and every time we defeat him, a little bit of him isn't coming back. So, how do we feel about that?
A reoccurring pain in the ass.
A reoccurring friend.
I'm not
Got a
So a
familiar
reoccurring
with.
pain in the
him,
ass. Kuzuie has no
I'm not-
idea who the fuck that is.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Me too.
So
I'm not too
Sven
familiar.
and
If
Zeyolah- or
I'm not too familiar with certain things, but it almost sounds like a revenant. I'm not too familiar with revenants, but it sounds something similar.
I'm pretty sure I revealed that to Zeyolah. It's something very similar to Revenant, but not quite.
I'm thinking
Yeah,
it's
I
Death
thought,
Knight
I thought that's what it was.
with a nightmare mount.
mark it in your journals. It's a revenant, boys. That's Phasmophobia joke.
Surprise game shift.
Um,
Ooh, that'd be interesting. A D&D
So how do we,
setting in Phasmophobia? That'd be pretty cool. Like a tavern. What?
Yeah.
Anyway,
It's a talk show. I'm trying to talk.
anyways, let's stay relevant.
It is relevant.
It is kind of
Revenant.
Revenant.
You See,
Relevant.
everyone's hooked up on the ghost thing.
There's something the Revenants now.
Well, my brain can't work. I'll just drink these dice.
Nice spill, dude. Got a freaking hole in your chin or what? Oh wait, that was dice. I thought you were actually like drinking something.
Yeah, she's drinking
No.
his dice.
I'll just drink this
God.
cup of dice. My brain's not working tonight.
Oh my god.
Has it ever worked?
Oof.
Debatable.
Damn.
So does anybody have any final thoughts on the Tavin situation or the guilt that comes with that?
I can't speak to it, but I can pin him for an hour until we figure out what to do.
Ooh, someone had Soul
That's-
Cage? That'd be pretty neat. Just lock him in
Magic
place.
circle.
Magic-
Reverse magic circle.
Magic Circle works too.
Well, it lasts an hour, but that's one way we could, I don't know, knock him out. I haven't got that far yet. That's one thing we can do to at least keep him from reforming constantly.
Alright. So, since we have somewhat of a
Could've
lack
gathered
of
just ashes.
content, since we have somewhat of a lack of more content, we're gonna play a game. I don't know how to play this game without Ben's cam
Would you like
on.
to play a game?
So
it just doesn't want to work. We just say who we're talking
that's
about.
yeah. I think if we each like
My camera's got a stroke.
I
Joe, what the heck?
we were about to lose Joe for a second
Camera
too.
just had a stroke. That was interesting.
He got
So
attacked
I
by
think
the
cow.
ghost.
I think if we all like go around and then say the character instead of like pointing, that might work best.
I agree.
So,
We'll go alphabetically in the Discord order. So Joe would be first, then me, then you, then Chris, then Dom, then Tyler.
yeah, that's fair. So and also don't forget that don't forget to like include Matt / Hallie in your answers. Since like he's not here, but like you need to include him.
What's
Uno,
that?
Mm-hmm.
what's that?
Oop.
Yeah.
That's an Uno reverse card.
Well, yeah, but what's it for?
For
Here, Bree,
when
if you
it's
want.
important.
Here, let me do this.
You idiot! That was a cell phone, not a Discord
Here,
ping.
you can put that. You can put that where my name is.
I mean, it's a little late now.
I didn't realize that there was still a box for me.
I mean, I can shut it off. Like, do you want that up or?
Is that what Sheila's
I
supposed to look
guess.
like?
Sure,
that's,
go for it.
That's Sheila's fire form. All right. While I'm doing this, all right. I guess
I can ask
we'll-
the questions.
Yeah. All right.
All right. Let me pull it up. Okay. So, Joe, we'll start with you, and then we'll go all the way down. I will answer after him because I'm politically lit. All right, Joe. Which player writes the longest backstory?
This is who you personally feel.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's your
personally,
opinion.
I mean, one of you has actually wrote like the entire backstory. That'd be Talibah.
These are supposed to be quick reactions. Yes, Matt writes the longest backstory. All right, then we'll go Bree,
Matt.
Chris,
That.
Dom,
No idea, because I have no idea what any
Tyler.
of your backstories are.
Matt,
Nice.
no contest.
All right.
I mean, are you talking about just in
Which
in this
which
particular
player
game?
makes us great character? Joe,
Myself.
Tyler
Chris.
is no. Tyler's my answer.
Oh.
Bree,
Tyler or Dom?
Chris.
What was the question again? I'm sorry.
Which player makes us great character most?
Good question.
Yeah, it's a great question.
I
3,
don't-
2, 1.
Myself.
All right. Dom.
All of y'all
Probably
with the
myself.
bickering you constantly keep doing.
Oh.
Actually,
Big old
Dom does it.
family. Tyler.
Chris.
All right. Which player takes forever to take their turn? Joe.
Talibah.
Tyler. Bree.
Tyler or Matt?
Chris.
Tyler.
Dom.
I would say Matt with his
Tyler.
Come on.
bullshit.
Tyler, who do you think?
It varies between me and Matt.
All right. Which player is most likely to start combat? You can also take into account my difference of players as well as Zaus's. Zaus, Tyler, Zeyolah, whichever. Joe.
Sheila.
All right. Pavanoff.
That works.
Stella.
Sheila or Sven? But mostly
Chris.
Sheila.
Yeah, Sheila and Pav.
All right. Dom.
Sheila.
Tyler.
Stab.
Sheila and Kuzuie.
Ooh.
That's
fair.
by accident.
Fair.
That's by accident, though.
It doesn't matter.
Kazooie's pissed off the most people the quickest. I will give Kuzuie that.
That's still a
Which
way
character?
of starting combat, though.
All right. Which character has the most tragic backstory, Joe?
Ooh.
Sheila and Sven.
I would go between Kuzuie and Stella. Bree.
I would say Sheila, Sven, or Fav.
Chris.
I'd say everyone but Zeyolah and Talibah.
Fair enough. Dom.
Stella, mostly because I helped her develop her backstory, and I had no clue what
Fair.
any of y'all's are.
Fair enough. Tyler.
I'd say Stella and Kuzuie.
All right. Which player takes the best notes,
There's
Joe?
only one right answer.
There's only one
I
right
want-
answer.
Curly Stella.
Bree.
Me.
Chris.
Stella.
Dom.
Me.
Zeyolah.
I funded
It's
all
definitely
this, so
Brady.
technically me.
Which player throws us off the most?
Oh my god.
Joe.
Kuzuie.
Mm.
Chris. Kuzuie's a recent addition. You've
Early
done it more
on,
often.
I would say Sven, but now Dom's here. Dom throws it off way more.
Yeah.
Sven's been here longer. I think he's done it more. Bree,
Kuzuie or Sven.
Chris,
I'd say Kuzuie myself.
Dom,
Kuzuie. Always a
Tyler.
curveball.
Sven.
all right. Which player is the most paranoid? Player, not character. Player. Joe.
Sheila or actually, player. Sorry, Matt or Ben actually.
Matt. He's always second guessing himself. Bree.
Matt.
Chris.
Wait.
Oh,
I think we
lost
lost
the camera.
Chris.
Oh,
Oh,
his
shit.
internet crashed again.
Oh
Fuck.
no.
Fuck.
The
All
witch
right.
Got him.
Dom.
Matt.
Tyler.
Matt.
Which player has the character you'd want to get a drink with? Dead characters included. Joe.
Fuck.
Ooh, that's...
That actually is a hard one. You know what? I think Sven would be fun, honestly.
All right, let's all simplify our answers to one character. You can't pick between two. I'd go Thavanoth. I'd absolutely love to get a drink with a big green version of my dad. Hell yeah. Bree.
Thav.
If Chris were here, I'm pretty sure he'd say Sven or Thav. Just a hunch. Dom.
Kuzuie.
Oh yeah.
Sparkles
Tyler.
everywhere.
Definitely Kuzuie. That just... that'd be fun.
That's someone I'd want to carouse with. Just have a fucking rager with. Which player preps the least? Joe.
I'm Matt.
You can also
For all the
you
pre-
can also
he-
include,
All the backstory he does not.
you can also include the DM in all these answers, by the way.
I mean, I can't choose myself.
But I'm
Yeah.
not gonna say he preps the least.
I know.
I
I'm
would say
just saying.
Tyler, you're always not prepared physically. You always have your shit prepared on your turn, usually because you have a simpler character.
I'm good tonight. I got my water right here.
But that's because we started an hour beforehand with something else that required you to be here.
Mm-hmm.
I still would have been fine, but...
Hey, as of late you've been good, but a month ago, no.
All right, next.
Joe, open the thing.
Who's
Bree.
next? Me.
Bree.
I have to say Tyler. Sorry, Tyler.
Dom.
Tyler or Dom.
What do you mean me? Tyler.
Dom.
He's the one that's
Tyler.
constantly bouncing around trying to grab shit.
Okay. Tyler, who's your answer?
Tyler.
I'd say probably me.
All right.
Thank you.
After that
which
thing
player
you
prep?
just pulled.
Chris, which player preps the least?
Perhaps the least.
Mm-hmm.
Like IRL, not...
Like
No,
IRL.
it could be-
No,
it could be in-game too.
any in-game and out of character.
Any capacity that you need to prepare for D&D, who preps the least?
Yeah.
Everyone but Joe said Tyler.
Or for battle.
Just
Mm,
any aspect of D&D.
Any aspect of D&D or the game itself.
In or out of game.
Yeah.
Tyler.
All right.
Wait. Who would?
I got it.
no.
okay.
Who?
Which player has the character
No.
you'd want to get a drink with? Which character would you drink with?
That's
Dav.
Aw.
Called it. Which player, preps the most, Joe?
I mean, that's Stella. If I have to choose just one.
All right. If I were still Thavanoth, I'd say me, but yeah, Bree. Bree.
I would say Joe.
Chris. Preps the most, who?
Dav.
Dom.
I would say Bree, because she spends most of the morning prepping her station for stream and stuff.
Oh, fair.
Fair enough. She has more responsibilities.
Yeah, I didn't
Tyler.
think about that.
I mean, unless you
Joe.
count prepping dinner, then that's my job. Anyway.
Yeah. Excuse me. Sorry. Which player is most likely to be on their phone?
Ooh.
Joe.
I mean, yeah, that's Matt. He's on his phone a lot. He's constantly posting shit.
It's me. I'm on my phone
Oh,
the majority of the session.
Really?
Bruh.
Ooh.
It's
I
normally
can't
just looking
tell.
at me. It's just because I can pay attention. I can multitask.
I'm on my
but I'm
phone right
normally
now,
just paying
guys.
attention to memes. No, it's not.
Oh.
I'm not because I'm mousing between Discord and the list of questions. But yeah, no, I am on my phone all the time. Bree.
Dominic. Because you always
Yeah,
hear
no,
you
that is
always
true.
hear
Yep.
YouTube. You always hear YouTube when he's on.
That's on my
Yeah,
computer.
you're right. You're right.
Chris.
You're right.
That doesn't
Or
matter
you're
though.
in
You're
the
not paying-
you're in the other Discord that you're in.
I can multitask.
Well,
I can
Yeah.
multitask.
Between
I believe
that,
it though. He's in the
our
military.
son,
Okay, okay,
and
okay,
dinner,
okay.
and this.
All right, who's
bite
next?
me.
Who's
I
next?
changed it down.
Chris, who's on their phone the most?
Well, it's kind of hard to tell with
I
us
mean,
not
yeah.
seeing each other first of all. So I would say myself, but I don't know about.
All right, then go
I-
go back to when we were in person. Who was on their phone the most?
But add the
For you,
vibe,
if
add the
that's
add
what-
the vibe or of me and Dom.
Myself.
Yeah, everything was on your phone actually in person.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
had to be.
Dom,
Who's on their phone more?
I guess. I don't know. I really don't know. I joined in late, so like I don't know who's been on their phone throughout the entirety of everything.
It's okay. You can admit yourself.
I don't use my phone. I have my computer.
it's fine.
Well,
Sorry.
you don't have to use your phone in order to be on your phone.
Well, I mean, technically, I'm on my phone right now, but you know.
Exactly.
So then, sure, myself.
Tyler,
If you want to be
Tyler.
spiteful like that.
I'd say either Chris or Matt. They both
All
post
right.
shit all the time.
Which player needs the most bathroom breaks? Joe.
Me.
Yeah. I'd say Joe or Tyler, just because you have to drink the most. Bree.
I'd say myself.
Yeah.
I feel
That's
like I'm
fair.
always getting
Chris.
up to go potty.
I'd say it's a combination between Bree and Joe. You guys do get
Oh.
up the most.
Probably Tyler because of all the water.
Tyler.
It's definitely Bree.
All right.
You said that so
And
confidently. I'm
lastly,
so attacked.
Joe, which player has the dirtiest mind?
Oh God.
Well,
I've been waiting for this one.
Define
Turn it
dirtiest.
You know, any capacity, you know what it means.
probably Dom.
Who's the most horny?
Probably Dom.
I'm just
I
good at hiding
find
it.
Bree making more innuendo jokes than even Tyler, so I would say Bree.
Me?
Yes,
Louise?
you point out everything that sounds even remotely close to
mean-
innuendo.
I'm
even if it's not in
attacked.
context. You're definitely the dirtiest mind. Even
Ooh.
Tyler doesn't compare, and that's a statement.
I mean,
All
I
right,
got
Bree,
it.
who's your
As the
choice?
only girl, I gotta compete with you guys. My answer, I gotta say either Dominic or Tyler.
Chris,
All of us.
we're all horny. It's fine. Dom.
It's a good answer.
I would have to say Matt because his character's canonically banged more people than anybody here.
Ooh,
Fair enough.
That's good. That was
Yours is a close second, though. Yours is a
Yeah.
close second.
I'm just doing it to be spiteful.
Fair enough. Tyler, who's the dirtiest mind?
It's between me and Bree because there's a lot of shit I don't say. Just because I know it'll just take us way off rails for like 30 minutes, so I'm like, no.
You guys are the
I have one
freaking
thing to
worst.
bring up. Tentacle rod.
Matt.
Oh God.
Damn it, Matt.
There's a
God
lot of
damn
stuff
it,
I
Matt.
can't say
Well,
because I'll get
no,
her
Matt
demonetized.
Matt didn't start that joke.
Yeah.
Matt
Yeah,
didn't
we
start
know.
that joke. I started that joke.
Yeah, you did. Matt ran with it.
That
You kept
still
going with it.
makes me uncomfy. To
It
this
was
day.
so unfunny that it
You were
started to
laughing
become
at it.
More uncomfy
I
than
was,
oiling
but
your
I was
rod.
uncomfy. Stop. Let that go. Oh my god. That was like.
Ugh.
I hate it here. This is my
I do
last
hate-
session. It's only
Yeah.
2 sessions in.
Listen, you don't need to attack me.
I don't have to attack you. You attacked yourself.
It hurt itself in confusion.
golf team.
Uh,
I
did we
actually
any-
listened back to the VODs, so I know.
I take detailed notes
Damn.
of the VODs. If it weren't for me, there would be no VODs. So what can I say? Except,
I personify my
you're
character and don't pay
welcome.
much attention because she's stupid.
Let me check
Fair
if
enough.
we. That's not.
With the
Discord.
occasional.
So Pelican asked us, how many murders have we done? Roughly.
All of them.
Roughly.
All of
How
them.
many kills we got collectively?
What's the definition of murder, though? That's the confusing part to me.
Oh
We
my
have not
God.
killed any NPCs.
Did you cut yourself?
Like
I
that.
no. Okay,
Like,
so
No.
we've killed
No,
humanoids
No,
and
that's
we've
not
killed
true. That's not true
undead.
either. Who have we killed besides like pirates?
Who have you gone out of your way to kill?
I'm curious if you guys
Pirates.
remember-
We went out of our way to kill them.
we killed the
Someone out-
pirates.
So then that would be
Yeah.
murder.
So a
We
dozen
didn't-
pirates.
We didn't.
A
keep-
dozen pirates.
Yeah.
Because like, were they of any trouble to you guys? Were they just there to be pirates?
They were
or-
troubling the town. Yeah.
Well,
they
then
were-
you went out
we
of your
were
way to
paid
murder
to
their
kill
asses.
them.
Yeah,
were
we were
hired.
paid to kill them.
Well, yeah.
I'd
true.
say the hag, because I think the hag was actually named, wasn't it?
The hag was more collateral than anything.
No.
No.
The first hag.
The first
one
hag, you were not there,
yeah.
Dom. It was the one that
The one at the
was
hut.
guarding
The
it
one at
longer.
was that the one at the hut? Yeah.
yeah,
the
our
That's
hut
the
that
one, yeah.
eventually got torn down.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys never investigated where the hut was, so you don't know.
Rip our house.
We
I
would
mean-
have known.
You never looked at it.
We're homeless.
You,
killed
you said
Thad.
it wasn't there.
No.
Does that count?
Yeah. You never
D-
investigated it.
There's okay. There's nothing to investigate when you say it's not there.
I said it wasn't there. You didn't investigate
We
the area.
could've
You see why it's not there.
It
You
could've
said
been
it's
It
invisible.
destroyed.
could have been like a bomb or something.
I just said
Fireball.
you didn't see
A
it.
delayed
Ew.
blast fireball.
That's a long delayed blast.
Yeah, no, shoot.
Some Breaking Bad shit right there.
Well, hey, with the proper glyph of warding, you can set that up and go kaboom.
Alright.
Yes, one character did specifically throw people off a cliff into a fire, lava.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Oh,
We
yeah,
don't
no
talk
shit.
Sally.
about that.
Matt's body count.
Yeah.
And
Matt
if
got
he
a
had
big
killed
body
all
count.
of them, if he had killed all of them, that lava would have gone up.
I remember that
Like-
because Stella got really upset that he was just straight up killing people.
No, I would classify that as murder.
We also
Yeah.
murdered a fuckload of Yanti.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm,
Like 30 plus.
no,
They
but
were,
they were
uh,
collateral.
Okay, no, you did invade their home. And
Yeah,
they were not
we
act-
literally went out of
We
our
needed
way
what
to
they
murder
had.
your ass.
that would be also be considered murder. That's home invasion.
Okay, so chalk up 50 on T or so in there too.
And then we
We
did,
killed a
and then
lot
made
of
a deal
Yanti
with
that
their
day, though.
boss.
Listen, to answer your question, Pelican, too many.
About 60, probably around 70 by this point.
We have killed.
Depends on the
He's
definition, but
70.
it's a
That
lot.
is lowballing it,
That is
Tyler.
lowballing it.
Yeah,
It depends on the
we-
definition.
Too many. If you're talking
Yeah, if you
overall,
add undead,
if you're
it's a lot.
talking overall kills, then it's too many.
I nominate for
Which
the
I,
next
I feel like
campaign.
that's what he meant.
I nominate for the next campaign everyone to have a kill counter.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That
actually-
I'll
that
be
actually
on
sounds
that.
fun.
I'll be on that.
We'll do kill
be on.
counters.
So
Which is weird because usually I do a kill count, but I just haven't.
At the time of Thavanoth's death, I think he had more kills by a slim margin than Sven, but since then it's definitely.
get 20
Sven
kills
definitely
with
has the
DM
most
DM
kills.
inspiration.
I think I had more than you because I'd fought more things than you. Like when we found that goblin.
Well,
the
you
goblin
also
tent,
weren't hit as much.
That's not true. They just kept missing. Joe had an easier time hitting you with that 14 AC, my guy. That's not. You can't correlate the two. If we had the same AC, then yes. But you definitely have higher kills now.
Well, he couldn't hit you even if he did hit past your AC.
Why not?
Because
You
your
just said
special
no.
abilities.
Yeah.
All
That-
29 of them.
Hey, I had a strategy fucking booklet. All right, I could give you all a brochure of what I can do.
He was working on the playbook.
Yeah,
I remember
I
because
had a
there
whole
was-
fucking book
there
that it was
was-
over halfway done.
There was,
by the way, it
there
was over halfway.
There was one combination that had Sven, Stella, and Thav doing something. I don't
Mhm.
remember.
I also remember the Sven javelin.
Because I
That's
remember.
that we
Yeah.
can both get a kill. We can both get the kill for that.
Okay.
Because I remember he messaged me one day, or Ben messaged me one day, and he's like, hypothetically, would this be a thing? And I was like, I mean, yeah, it's possible, but we never got to do it.
It's fine. Once
No.
We even named it.
Once we get to the hells and we have to fight Davanoff and kill him,
Uh,
we'll get our revenge.
Well, now
On
we can
what?
do tactical nuke Sven.
that's gonna suck. That's gonna suck.
What do you mean for what? He took the White Knight plea and took off.
What?
No, that's not. Don't. He's just.
Bro.
He's just starting shit. Don't.
He's
Feed
throwing
it-
bait.
don't feed
Like, bro,
into it.
come on.
Don't feed into
That's
it.
that's
He's
that's
You
a
see
low
that
bait.
smile?
This
You
is
see
what.
that
That's a
this is
smile?
what
low
he
bait.
does.
I don't
It's-
fuck with that.
It's what he
Meat
does.
minded shit.
Just ignore it. He's.
Look at that smile. He knows exactly what he's
His
doing.
his type is routinely found at the top comment section of iFunny posts. So,
Anyways,
yeah. Well acquainted.
anyways, so how are we?
He
How
like
are
that.
we? How are we feeling?
Is iFunny still a thing?
Can you stop?
Yes.
We
Wait, I
literally
mean-
have a few minutes left, and I'm trying to say stuff.
Alright, so say it.
I'm surprised we made it last this long.
So how are we feeling right now? Just general overall. I think everyone can go around and say like how they're feeling about the future. The
Let's start from the bottom.
We're starting from. Well, I mean like for the foreseeable future. How are we feeling? We can start with Tyler. Don't overthink it. Just
Detect thoughts.
How are you feeling?
Don't overthink
Honestly,
it.
quite
Optimist-
hopeful with how things are going. It's going all right for right now. So for the moment, pretty hopeful.
Alright, how are you feeling, Dom?
Optimistic and pessimistic at the same time, because I am half-heartedly expecting someone else to die. Because how RNGesus likes to play.
Alright, keep it quick.
We're due for
Chris.
another death.
Chris, how are you feeling?
I'd have to agree with Dom. Optimistic and pessimistic.
I agree. I'm nervous. I'm nervous and I'm worried and dreading. But that's like more towards like endgame stuff.
Oh shit, you got a while.
How you feeling, Ben?
Yes, Sheila's not irritated, is nothing. On edge, not just because of party people, just things aren't adding up to her. She wants answers. She can't for a while.
Very
That
quiet
is
there, buddy.
irritating her.
Yeah, did
No.
you do something to your mic?
No, my mic is dog shit. Give me a second.
You moved it away from your
That better?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
better.
Yeah.
She's irritated because she can't get answers to questions she has, which isn't tied to the party. She's not irritated with y'all anymore. It's more of things that she wants she can't have that go beyond just Avanoth, and she's looking to take out the anger that she has pent up, because now that the grieving's over, she can finally focus her desire for vengeance at this point. She's priming herself for a lot of violence.
Would you say that you Ben, would you say that you will, or you feel like you're going to use, like, channel your anger or like your sadness for losing Thav? Would you say that you're channeling that into Sheila?
No, because I'm not sad. I knew what I was doing when I did that, and out of every character that was in the group, who had the most red in their leg? If not the guy who hunted people. There was no other choice to get out of that situation. And
He had more
he
what?
He feels that he deserved it, and for that reason, I feel comfort in knowing it was the best choice.
He had more red in his ledger. He had murdered a lot of people in cold blood, so he wanted
Or
it done.
or captured them that led to their
Yeah.
situation.
I mean, not to toot my own horn, but Sven had quite some dark history too.
That I'm not.
I mean, at the end of the day, I could see where it could have been Thav. I see where it could have been Sven. But at the end of the day, it was Thav's turn in the initiative, and he was engaged with the thing, and it just happened. It just
Chris,
happened.
you also had what, 20 health? With fire still going. It was time. There was no.
It's just how things progressed. Because if anyone was to make that sacrifice, it would have been Sven, and it would have been Thav. But at the end of the day, it was just Thav's turn in the initiative, and we didn't have the time to have a discussion. So
No. There's no discussion.
Not really new.
There's no
RNG was
discussion
also
about
against us that
finality.
day. We were rolling
yeah.
like garbage.
Yeah, that didn't help.
Everyone but me and Sven can only do so much when he's not immune to fire. So,
I don't know. Bree was doing pretty good picking off those tiny things.
I died.
yeah. She died.
Did you forget
What
when I
happened?
died? Tyler,
Stella
I
was doing
died.
pretty good. I died.
She
I'm
literally,
honestly surprised Talibah didn't.
she literally died, dude. Like she lost.
Yeah,
that's
but
how she.
for how-
That's how she lost her goddess. Her heart literally stopped for a couple.
For how long you held out,
For
you
a couple
did pretty
seconds,
good.
and then her goddess brought her back. So it was literally, she was dead for probably like 5 to 10 seconds.
Or just 6, one turn.
Yeah, like she was literally, yeah. So on that note, does anybody have any quick final thoughts before we take a quick 5-minute break to get switched over to the game?
Nope.
All right.
Nothing.
Well,
I think we've pretty much covered everything.
Thank you guys so much for participating in today's little podcast. Yeah, we're gonna take a quick 5-minute break so that I can get my stuff switched over and Dom can get his stuff switched on or activated or whatever.
Well, I just gotta get
And then I gotta get water and a snack, and we will be right back.
Yes, go get water.
Go get water, bathroom break, get food, get snack.
Looking
Tyler
at you,
looking
Tyler.
at you.
You're gonna
I
need
got
more than
go-
that.
snacks.
I'm gonna
Let's
get
go
you.
kick
I'm
gum
gonna get
and
you a
eat some
camelback,
ass.
a military grade camelback.
And
so
we're
you can
all
fill
out
water.
of gum.
Boundary open.
Let's kick gum and eat ass, and
Joe,
we're
is
all out
Foundry
of gum.
broken or is
It's
like...
not open.
All right, you guys.
Okay.
I'm out.
We will be right back in a few minutes. Oh, that's not the right scene.